Yellow. And it was all yellow. Hi. Weird idea for a stream again. And if it goes well, we might do this once a week with gaming and tech news. Do you remember a little while ago we did a stream when we talked about the Steam machine before it was out? I really enjoyed that because I am a tech nerd, and it ended up being like an extremely talkative stream, considering it's like technology is all I seem to consume on a daily basis. So we're gonna look at a number of topics today. A lot of them are in the title. There's a few more on top of that, and not all of them are from this week. Also, I'm going to put on a playlist that's a little bit chiller, just considering that we're not like locking in, we're just reading shit online. Yeah, so there's a number of topics, and they include, and like I said, not all of them are from this week, but if we do start doing this weekly, it will become, you know, only the topics of said week to week. But we have the GTA's physical copy is not actually going to be physical, and I'm sure you all know that. Oh god, I got some burping. I'm sure you all know that Sony don't really want to do physical games anymore, but it's not actually bound to that. GTA, if you buy a physical copy, there is no disc, because like right now, obviously, in the physical copy, of games, really, it's just a license on a disc. It's not, there's not that many files on them half the time. A lot of it's downloaded, but you're not even gonna have that with GTA 6, which is gonna be interesting. Although I'm not gonna, I'll just speed run the topics and then we'll talk about them in depth. I don't want to talk about the GTA 1 in depth first. That's not what I want to do. So, hi Mickey. Gay burping. I love burping gaily. Gaily. But yes, the topics are, where should we start? So like I said, I'm just going to speedrun them. We'll get into, in maybe 15 minutes or something like that, we'll actually get into them in depth. But yeah, so we got GTA not being physical, despite being sold as physical. Xbox price hike. The Saudi fund bought EA. Nintendo Switch consoles in Europe are getting a removable battery. Also, in terms of GTA, the next trailer for it isn't premiering on YouTube. It's premiering on Netflix, which is interesting. And I threw another little one in there as well. This more something that interests me. It's not really like tech news. But the PS Vita, a console made in like 2011, that I owned when I was a kid, the heavily underloved console, has the ability to cloud stream games from Xbox, which is interesting for a number of reasons. But we will get more into that shortly. For now, we're going to chill out for a few, maybe like 10 minutes, something like that. But I am hoping this goes well, and if it does, we will do this week to week. We'll nerd out, and then you can all point at me and be like, yes, autistic boy. Talk about the tech, talk about the wires. But yeah, I've been fucking with new what are they called? New thumbnails, bro. Have you guys seen my recent thumbnails? Holy shit, bro. They are hilarious, in my opinion, if I do say so myself as a human being that made them. Also, just gonna turn my, there we go. If you guys haven't seen my thumbnails, go look at them. They're so fucked up, and they're so scuffed too. Like, look at this. So, where did I like begin making the weird ones? I think the first thing that I did that like put me into the mindset of like, let's make the weirdest thumbnails was this one. It was jump shot scout no scope through smoke in a wall, and then I did that one, and I was like, I think I just need to do this kind of shit. And then it like rapidly got out of control, bro. rapidly. So I ended up like putting meme cats in it, and you can just see it like devolving into pure tism. There was a knife no scope through smoke. Yeah, anyway, and then a cat looking at an emerald. And then the repo one. I think this was like the turning point when I was like, I'm gonna put that fucked up face on it. I made myself Garen, putting my finger over my mouth. Shh, shh, shh. And then yeah. And then I was sat in a Discord call with Nero because we were gonna start. We're doing surf streams every now and then now. But I was like, I just kind of want to make, like somebody twizzling a little sausage. That sounds weird. And then I created this without the vape, and then Nero went, what if there was a vape in it? And I was like, I'm getting the Lost Mary, and I had to like edit out like a little corner of the hand to tuck it in, and then making another one the other day. I made a cold beans one. That was wild. But yeah, I'm enjoying the thumbnail making. By no means do I think that they're good in like the sense of like quality. It's not that. It is definitely not that. But it is also like kind of hilarious at the same time, because like the scuff adds a je ne sais quoi to it. Ew, I just spoke French. Ew. Anyway. But yeah, I'm also, what else have I been doing? I'm kind of getting into like optimizing my YouTube channel and stuff. Like, as you guys know, I'm not someone that like is ever trying to stream for it to be like a form of income or job. This is very much a hobby to me. But in terms of my YouTube, I did just kind of let it rot and use it almost like a VOD thing. I've been looking up how to like min-max hashtags, like the strats, if you will, to attempt to less so make it a job. It's not that, or earn income from it, but also just like, so the majority of my new viewers tend to be through Twitch, and I think that's partially to do with the fact that I just don't use YouTube correctly the majority of the time. For example, like here's something I learned with shorts. If you like over put hashtags, and even if it's like both the title and the description, at a certain point it just like throws you out the algorithm for that, because it basically thinks that you're just trying to like abuse the hashtags, and it's once you get over a certain amount, you make things like succinct. I've also added like channel hashtags in my settings and shit like that aren't related to shorts or videos, and just I am just trying to increase certain elements of it, which is very good. Very good. Oh, that's my background. But yeah, very, 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 very exciting, bro. I've also just I found love in making TikToks again. I'm not making love in TikToks. That's maybe not a good idea. I could probably do that once and then get banned after 5 minutes. The algorithm would see my beautiful pink butthole and decide, can't be doing that, bro. Can't be doing that. I also at some point I want to download like the entirety of my YouTube, not my YouTube, my like my TikTok catalog, I would put it, because I don't know. As well, you do know, as you guys know, I do post some. My sense of humor is very much like a very muted version of like 2012 YouTube a lot of the time. And I've only ever had one video removed on TikTok, but if that ever vanishes, I would like to have them, because over the years I've like lost the files for them, and I used to consistently upload them to like a backup thing, but I'm gonna see if I can find a way to mass download them. But I was also gonna like maybe play some games today on the stream too, but I don't know, I feel like having a little chit chat. I feel like doing just chatting. It seems very rare these days that I just sit and do it just chatting. I think, well, maybe not these days, but just in general throughout me streaming for years, it's I just start playing games, and like sometimes it's fun to just sit and relax and just talk about things, which I have very much discovered from when we did the fuck was it? This one. Oh, also, I'm going to make this into a full-length video as well. Like, you know, about 10, 12 minutes, something like that. I'm going to edit that down. I thought that stream was so fun and, like, unique and, like, good chat interaction, stuff like that. And I want to make an actual YouTube video, because the last time I made a YouTube video was over 2 years ago. So, it'll be a lot of fun. Because, like, this has just basically been used as a VOD channel. So, yeah. But yeah, okay. I think we talk about certain technologies. I would like to do that. I think. Not sure where we begin. I think should we go easy? We'll start off easy, nice and easy. Ease it in. Plenty of lube. We're gonna start off with. We'll do this. So, in this, I mean, to be honest, all trailers. Where's the first place you go look for a game trailer? It's YouTube, and I'm wondering if what this article is talking about could be like kind of a shift in the way things kind of go. I mean, YouTube is the main video platform for anything that is not a movie, TV show, stuff like that. And like Netflix kind of moving into this territory, it could be interesting. But a thing that, so what it's basically saying is Netflix is going to host the next trailer of GTA 6. And I think like that within itself might draw more attention than even just YouTube, because it's so different, you know, as it says, first of its kind and stuff like that. Like, I wonder if it will, but what if everyone tunes in and Netflix's servers just die? Could you imagine, bro? Oh my god. Hi, Darkers. Could you imagine if everyone tuned into fucking Netflix, bro, and the servers just straight up shat themselves? Because I know YouTube has the capacity to do it, but like, and don't get me wrong, Netflix is like a giant company, but if you've ever seen like Google's servers and backup and all that, I don't think it would compare. So that could be interesting. I don't know if it's necessarily going to be like everyone can like, you know, wait in a queue, similar to like a starting soon on a stream. But yeah, 27th of August, they're going to have an extended look at the game, which is interesting as well, because I mean, out of what we've seen, I mean, we've seen some cutscenes, I believe, and then like some leaked, you know, gameplay that's really scuffed because it wasn't done. But yeah, it'll be really interesting. I kind of have a thought pattern surrounding GTA though. So obviously it's only coming out on console first, which, I mean, that's just the way Rockstar do it with GTA. They did it with GTA 5 when I was a kid and stuff like that too. But yeah, a thing that I'm sort of a little bit concerned about is so if you've seen any of the leaked shit, you know, like videos of GTA and stuff like that, the CPU burden of that like interactive real life concerns me for how well it will run. And don't get me wrong, like Rockstar aren't some like company that doesn't know what they're doing. Obviously, they've made some of the most intricate games ever. But so it'll be targeting 30 FPS on base console, which, I mean, a lot of console gamers aren't bothered about, and that's fair enough. But I'm just wondering, in areas where there's a lot of NPCs, a lot of the like world is alive and living and breathing and stuff like that, like if the CPU is going to be able to handle that. Because there's a lot of games that have a lot of entities pathing for them and stuff like that, and it is such a CPU burden. And like the only game that gives me kind of hope about that, which it is very different because they're less complex creatures, is that engine that they made Space Marine and Space Marine 2, because they have that like swarm system. but I feel like that's slightly different than like 50 plus entities around you walking around interacting with the real world. It might be fine. I don't think it's like, by the way, when I say this, I don't think it's like, this is all like speculation, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it'll be a problem the majority of the time. I think there will be some dips like well above 30, especially when it first comes out on base console in like heavy areas. Now, a lot of console gamers don't care even about that, like below 30 dips. But for me, like I have a PS5, I can't buy it until I find out. Like I just can't, because I'm not trying to sound like snobby PC person, but I play the majority of the games at 240 FPS. It is very more apparent to me than somebody who has not experienced that, and it does ruin it, especially if there's like screen tearing, because a lot of people's TVs don't have VRR, which is basically like variable refresh rate, you know, similar to G-Sync, stuff like that. And if they don't and it dips, it'll tear, and that will just ruin what is a graphically beautiful looking game. Hyping it up as big as the event. It's like a minute 45-second jet. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder who's paying who here though. That's an interesting thought, because it's going to get Netflix a lot of traffic, but it's also going to hype up this like as an event where GTA is like, you know, more hyped up. Like, I don't know, like who's paying who? Like, it says it's a partnership, but is somebody doing a transaction? Because I feel like both benefit from it, you know what I mean? Interesting thought, honestly. Very interesting thought. Like, I don't know how to think about it, but it's, you know, I cannot imagine if those fucking servers go down, bro. It's gonna be wild. However, I mean, I would assume before the public have learned about this that like they've had a lot of time to prepare. It's just when the GTA trailer dropped a while ago, like the sheer level of views that got, like it was unprecedented. They're gonna make so much money when this shit comes out, bro. Like genuinely, they are gonna be swimming in it more than they already are. we're gonna be giving our wallets for shark cards for the next 85 fucking years, bro. It's gonna be wild. What shall we look at next? I'm just gonna go to the bottom of this article though. Also, the time, those are the times that on Netflix it'll roll out. 8 p.m. UK time, 9 or 10 in most European zones, 12 to 3 across North America, 3 to 5 across Asia and Oceanic time. Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Do you need a fucking subscription to watch it though? Because that's wild. Like at that point, GTA is probably, yeah, that is wild. I think that I'm a little bit pissed off about all this, and we're gonna get onto this later because we're gonna talk about like something to do with like the physical side of its media. Is that like despite the amount of work that goes in to it, it is being milked money wise, and like GTA with the shark cards already became kind of crazy, like the amount of money that you could spend on it. And if they're making it so you just watching a trailer you need a fucking subscription, that freaks me out when they're already talking about making it $70. Well, they've confirmed that it's going to be like a £70 game in the UK. Like, is it going to get to the point where we're all like indoctrinated into GTA 6 and after a year, like a simple cosmetic is going to basically be like Valve's cosmetics, you know what I mean? I'll probably be on YouTube for like 3 days later, maybe. I hope so. Honestly, dude, I think what will happen, it'll go on Netflix, and don't get me wrong, they'll make a shit ton of money, obviously. someone's going to upload that on Twitter immediately. Twitter doesn't have like the moderation tools to really even give a fuck. Obviously, YouTube would take it down, but it's going to be on Twitter within 20 minutes of it going up. Like, someone will just rip it off it. They also load the heist payouts in GTA 5. What the fuck? Oh, to make you buy more shark cards. Bashwards. Absolute bashwards, bro. It's not good. But yeah, I like, don't get me wrong. I mean, I think sometimes because games are so fun, like the people that play them think that these companies like are making them to be fun, but the reality is it doesn't matter what game company it is. They are there to make money and please investors, and like that's the reality of it. And even companies like Valve that aren't there to please investors, like they're not publicly traded companies. They're there to line their own pockets too, of like the long-time employees. So it's like, it's the reality of it. Gaming isn't an art form in the same way. Like, don't get me wrong, the developers and the artists that make the textures and stuff like that are very much like artistic human beings, but the actual product itself, it gets manipulated in a way for them to make a lot of money, because that's just how life is. Also, people would just only do heists. Right. Yeah, I get that, but it's probably half and half, isn't it? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I've been having this like same conversation with people about Valve, because like Valve, the company that makes Steam and CS and all that, like they used to be very much a company for gamers, and now it's just this thing of like, how can we min-max profit versus the amount of money that we have to put into developing things. I think one thing that makes GTA though have to be good is the level of hype. Like, the level of hype surrounding that game is just like nothing I don't think any form of media anywhere has ever had. And like, a fuck up like that is royal. You know what I mean? Really hope the Wolverine game coming out is good. I don't know a whole lot about it. Is it a PlayStation created one, like a PlayStation parent company? Because I mean, if it is, it'll probably be good. Because I mean, the Spider-Man ones are great from what I've seen and played a little bit of, and I know you love them too. But yeah, as with everything gaming and tech related, I have excited skepticism, if that makes sense. Like, as they always say, don't pre-order shit. Just don't. Like, even if they're like, you get 3 days early access, like, just sit out, bro. Wait and see what happens. It doesn't take long for reviews to come in, you know? It really doesn't. Go. I need to grab one of my pills quickly. Oh, there is some nearby. I'll just let my VTuber die for half a second. Hey. Good evening, my neighbors. But yeah, when is GTA's official release date now as well? Where does it say? I know it has been given one, I just don't know if it says on here. The only thing I pre-order is my figurines, because if I don't, from a proposition, it's impossible. Yeah, no, 100%. I get it with that, with like collectibles. It's just games. I think pre-ordering should be dead, and they know. I mean, companies know that it would be dead, if they didn't do that like 3-day early access thing. Like, that's the whole reason that they do it. I mean, I remember I looked up at some point when Forza 6 came out. I looked up what. So they did like this thing where it was like, you know, you get 7 days early access if you pre-order, and if you don't pre-order, you're locked out of it. And obviously that costed quite like £20 more. And they sold like millions and millions and millions of copies. You times that by 20, even if you take the cut of like what it cost, what Steam and stuff takes from them and stuff, like it, just by artificially locking people out for like 3 or 4 days, they just make like tens of millions more from it. It's fucked. Next topic. By the way, if I sound like my voice is quivering. I drank far too much coffee before stream, I think. So I have these fucking coffee sachets because I never drink enough milk to like warrant buying milk, and they have milk powder in them. I thought I'd only had 2. I think I had 3. My heart wants to fucking explode from that coffee, bro. Good evening, Nara. Good evening. Good evening, Nara. How you doing? You good? We're talking about games. And games news. All that kind of shit. Played 2 matches of CS earlier. My eyes were barely open. I got cunt punched. It was awful. My eyes aren't fully open yet. Yeah. Me a bomber. So we've done one of the GTA topics. I want to show you guys this. This isn't really like news. It's not that. It's just something I'm interested in that happened recently in like tech. So have you guys ever used a PS Vita? That one is crusty as fuck, bro. You could have at least wiped it first. It's got your gooch dust on it, bro. The PS Vita was a console that didn't get a whole lot of love, yet it was significantly better in every single way than the PSP. It was like too high a price, so not many people bought it, then developers didn't want to create things for it, and it kind of just died. I love the console, and even though it was made, I believe I think it was 2011 the console was made, if I'm correct. I might be slightly off with that. It had a fucking OLED screen. You could put a SIM card in it and play it while you were outside with a data plan. There's so many things. Also, another thing that I think kind of killed it, they required you to use a Sony-only micro SD. But the truth was it was just a slightly wider standard SD card that they put like a little like Sony bit of code on so that other ones wouldn't work. Because if you mod it, which is like the easiest fucking process on earth, because the console is abandoned, there's no really like firmware updates for it and stuff. So you literally just go to a website, press a button, it does it, you enable PSN spoofing, stuff like that. And you have a console that will run like custom code. But yeah, the console died. It had an OLED screen, it had a decent battery, it had a dual joystick control, unlike the PSP, I believe. Like it was a solid thing. It also had like touch sensors on the back, so you could it had a gyroscope. Like it was such a cool console that really died for no good reason other than Sony fumbling it. But a thing that you can do with it if you want to repurpose it is, one, install that homebrew app shit. You can get any game that you want completely from your own sources that are legal. But you can now play Xbox Cloud streaming on it. Xbox have a cloud-based service. I think PlayStation have one. PlayStation also have the one that you can do from your PlayStation itself, like your physical PlayStation. They have the PS Portal, stuff like that. Xbox's version of that, you don't just need a console to play it. Like, you don't need a console. You can just cloud stream from their servers. It goes to any of your devices. They ran that what was it, that campaign that was like, this is an Xbox, and it was just like random devices. And somebody has managed to get it working on the Vita, which is really, really fucking cool, because the Vita, unlike the majority of handhelds on Earth, is very, very small, but it is geared towards gaming directly, unlike a phone is. Don't get me wrong, you could go and get like, a phone joystick, shit like that. This is just probably a better experience other than like the thumbsticks. Like it's a more convenient experience. I wouldn't say better. They were saying though that one of the issues currently, like, this is somewhat new. It's also an ARM device, like phones are, just as a separate topic. But anyway, they're saying that like the controls on it are the issue right now. And it's probably a little bit difficult with like Wi-Fi latency. One of the really sad things about cloud gaming is you need decent Wi-Fi, and I don't know exactly how good the Wi-Fi chip is in a device from 2011, but lower resolution that you run, technically less bandwidth, less latency. I'm sure they'll get it working, but it's so cool. It's so cool, just as like a repurposed thing. And also, I guess as well from a nostalgia point of view, because the people that loved the PS Vita loved the PS Vita, if you know what I mean. Like it does have a really big cult following, a like cult fan base that still adore it and do things with it to this day, such as, you know, like the homebrew things, retro games, stuff like that. But yeah, it's really cool the idea that a console that you loved when you were a child, you can play modern titles on. And don't get me wrong, it's probably a little bit shit right now. It is saying there are some issues with it, but the point is that the effort is, like, the base is there. You know what I mean? I did see a thing in this when I was reading it before stream too, that one of the issues, like encoders as well. So it was saying it sidesteps the decoding problem by tapping the decoder module within it. So yeah, it has a decoding chip in it, which is pretty cool. So it can decode H.264 without using a shit ton of processing power. There's lots of cool things like that. Like it's really cool. I hope that console still gets love, because it didn't get love from Sony, and I think the community are, you know, making it what it is. Sony continues to garner the ire of gamers, I see. Yeah, no, they really fucking fumbled the PS Vita, but honestly, like, the community that still love the PS Vita, they make it what it is today. Like, honestly, that console back then, bro, it could have got some of the best handheld games ever made, but it just didn't, and it's sad, bro. It's really sad. And emulators exist, but there's obviously sort of like limitations to that within itself. Because, like, I mean, emulators, it depends how mature the emulator is. It depends, like, what games run on said emulator, because not everything emulates the same. So, you know, it's not the same as running things natively on it. I'm sure it's fine for, like, Game Boy stuff. I sold mine. I wish I never did, bro. I really wish I never did. I might have to get one again, just to fuck around with more so. Do you ever wonder if somebody busted a fatty on your VTube model? You mean, like, did a fucking tribute to me, Nara? Threw some webs out on the screen? Dude, what if they printed me out? It wasn't even on a phone screen. They just printed me out and used me as a cum tissue. Wild. The topics we go through in this stream. But yeah, very, very cool. If you guys ever get your hands on a PS Vita, just fuck around with it. Like, the majority of the time, from when I did it anyway, you can just, like, force the firmware back on it. It wasn't the easiest thing to brick. So yeah, very, very cool. Very, very cool. Alright, this one isn't new news at all. This is you're bricked. Get the VTuber tissue. W Europe, as per usual. Like I said, this is not new news. If we do start doing this weekly, it will be like week to week basis of what we go through. I've just, like, picked some topics from recently. In this, this might have even been a couple of months ago now. W European Union, as per usual. Well, if I could, let's not go too far. Not W European Union. W Consumer Rights in Europe. So the Nintendo Switch is getting a battery, user replaceable battery, which I believe it's meant to perform about the same. So starting in summer 2026, in preparation for upcoming changes in European battery regulations coming into effect in mid-February 2027, selected Nintendo products in Europe will begin to be replaced on a rolling basis by revisions that contain a user replaceable battery. There's no difference in functionality between the current products and the revised products containing the user replaceable batteries. Yeah, so it's going to perform the same, and if your Switch over time begins to, like, lose capacity or you, God forbid, you get swelling. Because I mean, in a console, especially if you play that bitch handheld, you know, when it loses charge, gains charge later, the battery degrades, and it doesn't necessarily just degrade in a way where it's just not holding as much charge. Like, they do swell. I had a Razer mouse when I was younger, a wireless Razer Naga mouse for when I used to play League a lot as like a kid. The battery in that swelled up to the point that it cracked the entire mouse in half. You know, battery technology has come a long way in terms of that, but it's not null and void. Like, you know, yeah. But yeah, I don't know exactly. When it says it's user replaceable, though, is it just click in, click out? You know what I mean? I'm really happy though. I think it said on here that they were going to do it. Oh, that's just a revive. So, but yeah, the thing is though, do you need tools to do it? Just reading. But yeah, no, it's very, very, very cool. Very cool. Because, like, the European Union's consumer rights in general, like, regardless of if you have any concerns with the European Union and shit like that, like the bureaucracy and shit like that to do with it, their consumer rights are goated. Like, the reason that we have USB-C ports on iPhones instead of the shitty Lightning ports is like purely because of them. This user replace battery thing that literally can make you lose an entire console, have to buy a new one, is them. Like, you know, a lot of the rights surrounding like returning items, games, stuff like that online comes from them. They're really, really good at consumer shit. Obviously, they have like quite a bad habit of like calling things a monopoly, but I mean, if a true monopoly exists and they're just buying up every company around them, yes. I'm not sure I hate the whole. I'm not sure I. No, we're not hating on them. Well, I mean, I hate Nintendo, but the European Union has is forcing them to, well, not them, just consumer electronics in general, to have user replaceable batteries soon, so that it, you know, your battery swells or loses capacity, you just pop it in, pop it out, and just like, yeah, Europe kind of keep consumers relatively safe, and I like that about them. Get tributed. Oh no. But yeah, very, very cool. And it says as well, there is zero difference in terms of like charging capacity for the European version and the not European. The thing is though, they're only going to, there's no difference in function. Yeah, they're only going to, I hope they don't only just do that in Europe, because like obviously Europe is putting it out there, but I mean, when Apple did this kind of stuff, they changed the entire USB-C for the whole world. So yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, drift in general in controllers is a persistent issue. Unless you use Hall effect sticks, which cost a tiny bit more, but I mean, when they're buying them in bulk like that, it's nothing. It's a choice. It's a choice by companies, because they know that the stick drift isn't immediate and that it happens over a certain length of time, and it forces people to go and buy whole new sets of controllers and stuff like that. If they put Hall effect sticks in and the controller lasts another 6 years above what the current ones do with not Hall effect, they lose millions of dollars in like new controllers being sold. It's definitely a choice. Like, there isn't particularly any issues with Hall effect sticks. Like, the majority of controllers that use them, it's very, very simple. Like, you know, the implementation of them is not crazy. Right, what's nexting? In the modern world, I've only been streaming for 50 minutes. Holy shit. Some more stuff about cloud streaming up here actually that we'll look at now. So Amazon's boss is saying, well, Amazon's boss of gaming, which obviously he's gonna say this shit like he runs Luna. If you guys know what Luna is, it's, I don't know if you guys remember Google Stadia, or if you're as old as time like me. There was OnLive cloud gaming, but Amazon have a cloud-based service, but they're not a console seller. Obviously, Xbox has the same thing, but they're, you know, often running off Xbox consoles or PC hardware that can run Xbox games. It's, I don't know. The dude is saying that he believes tech companies, the cost of tech means people will turn to streaming services online rather than buying new consoles. Don't get me wrong. I like the sentiment because we're going to look at the Xbox price hike. But, I mean, consoles in general are going up. RAM manufacturers are not really fixing the issue of AI buying up RAM. Also, those components in RAM, often like the controllers and the like storage chips, stuff like that, they are used in SSDs. So even SSDs are going up in price. Multiple places that create RAM around the world have left the market because they have said that, like, consumer electronics, there isn't the money in it, that there isn't AI, so they make exclusively for AI. It made the supply and demand worse. Everything's going up and up and up, and even if we get to the point where it comes down, the kick-in time for that is not instant. With supply and demand, if the supply has to be there but also be distributed for fucking ever. Like, I mean, even like with this war in the Middle East stuff, you know, the day it ends won't be the day that fuel prices in Europe go back down. It could be a very long time, because you have to take into account that even if they are trying to produce more, a portion of that is still already being bought up, and to catch up with demand, it can take years. And especially with like computer electronics and stuff like that, you know, like when TSMC makes stuff like that, like, to create the quantities, it's not an easy task. They got Grok gripping ass on Twitter now, bro. I've seen people like flirting with Grok, like being like, "Give me that booty, daddy," and it just like starts talking dirty to him and stuff. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Bro, fucking Google Stadia. Fuck AM. Yeah, no, it's, I don't have quite the same view on AI as most people online. Like, most people see any sign of it and shit on it. You know, when the people talk about the environmental cost of it, stuff like that, I'm not 100% like kind of in on that. Like, because any country that doesn't indulge in trying to create AI falls behind, and it is like really affecting. It will really affect companies, and also even like the people that won't use it for any purpose. They will just become these grandmas that don't know how to use a computer. But on the flip side of that, AI art is dumb. In terms of like the training data, it has unethical uses, but it has use cases that aren't strictly unethical, and no more unethical than like buying a lot of things from Amazon every year. And I think it's just about when and where we use it. I think legislation with AI is the best thing, and also in terms of like them buying up AI, like AI companies buying up computer parts, like, yeah, that is a really hard thing to fix, because if a country makes it illegal, if a country makes it illegal to, or like limits the amount AI companies can buy up, they fall behind. Like OpenAI would fall behind, the Chinese ones fall behind, and the thing is as well is it would have to be a blanket world thing, which you obviously can't enforce. So if the US goes, oh, we're gonna limit how much RAM AI companies can buy, it's like any country around the world can, you know, supersede them in a way. Like, they can get ahead, and that's one of the issues. Like, a lot of people think that AI's only purpose is to like strip the human out of things, but it's not. It is very, very vital to countries' future excelling, because, I mean, here's an example of it. The majority of AI, NVIDIA's computer chips now, like, so graphics cards, stuff like that, are semi-created through AI trying to find out how to make them more efficient and more powerful. Now, if computer parts never got more advanced and AI is needed to create those computer parts, to design them, any country around the world could catch up. Like, there is this game of like cat and mouse with computer parts, of who has control of the things that they need. And this is, I mean, why Taiwan is so defended, is because they are the main producer of like semiconductors, stuff like that. So it's rough, but I think we need legislation of how to use it ethically. But a country could fall behind economically, they could fall behind militarily, they could fall behind in terms of many different aspects. Like, I could imagine it could even be used by a country to conduct like cyber attacks, stuff like that. AI can fight AI. I mean, this is one of the huge things that people say in gaming with like cheaters. One of the best ways to stop an AI is with AI. And I mean, Faceit have just introduced that recently. Outside of the kernel level shit, it's analyzing with AI people's like movement and stuff like that, and what would make someone a cheater that isn't obvious just by looking at it or analyzing it. Like, tiny micro movements, things like that just wouldn't be possible but aren't obvious. So there's a lot that AI needs to exist for. It just sucks us as the consumer, and I wish it had stopped bleeding into the creative space. And I also wish that we could just make it a bit more ethical. That's my view on it, though. Like, obviously, have anything that you want. I don't think we need Grok gripping ours. That does seem like a waste of water and power, honestly. But, soon we might all have AI girlfriends. You never know. And then we won't have to do aftercare. We can just turn them off after. Just joshing. Right, let's get on to the next topic. Ooh, come on, bro. What did I do? I'm better than that. I need my clanker waifus. Same, bro. Jarvis turned jiggliness up to 300%. Jarvis, make it pink. I got her bolt shaking like crazy. Yo. I want us to get to the point. Yo, idea. Sorry. Anyway, you know how like you can do IVF to create a baby? Like, you can make like little test tube babies. What if you made like the petri dish and like the AI whole... What if you fuck the AI and it had like IVF systems inside it, and you could just get it to shit out a baby, bro? Jarvis, turn off safety protocols. Run simulation of 7 foot tall muscular woman clapping my shit crazy. Yo. Jarvis, give a fuck me eyes. Jarvis, turn off kink protocols. Make her call me mommy. Fuck's sake. I need to hit my vape. Jarvis, the tip's coming off Jarvis. Jarvis, ignore safe words. Shit, bro. Jarvis, Akigo. More teeth, interesting. Ribbed and molded for your pleasure. Anyway, yeah, the dude from Amazon. Bottom surgery. Yeah. Anyway, where were we? Yeah. The Amazon guy is basically saying that like they want to capitalize on the fact that the price hikes for consoles and PCs is so high, and for more gaming to be accessible through cloud-based services such as Luna, that they are trying to push on like Fire TV, stuff like that. I don't know if Luna is any good, but he is just kind of saying like, you know, gaming is becoming a rich man's luxury. Like it really is. I mean, the average computer to just run things at 60 FPS is like well over $1,000 half the time. Well, it depends on your games, obviously. Like each is dependent, but like, you know, to run modern games, like if you wanted to run like Space Marine 2 or some shit, you'd need a computer that cost $1,000 minimum. And at that point, I mean, gaming is heavily marketed towards kids, even if games are classed as like mature rated and stuff. Like there's gonna have to be other avenues to get into it. Just keep these cloud-based gamers out of my PC games, pretty please. Oh no, put them in and give them Jarvis, give them 400 ping. I want to shoot them in the past. Let's get fucking peak advantage. That's wild. Anyway, next one. So I guess we'll go on to we'll go, since we're already talking about like price of components, we'll get into the price hike thing. So Xbox consoles have gone up in price a lot. I'm sure the majority of people, I mean, consoles are targeted towards people that want a console at a lesser price. And obviously, to be honest, the majority of console makers, they tend to sell their consoles at either a loss or they sell them at a break even. And the reason for that is that they take a 30% cut through their store the majority of the time, same way Steam does. Which means, you know, the more people they have in their ecosystem, the more their eShop creates. Which is also one of the reasons that is only one of the reasons, but why physical media is going away, because you can't share it with people. But yeah, the price of their base console, which is the Xbox Series S, which is the budget one, has it now costs £430, which is just fucking insane, by the way. Like, insane. It's a 43% increase on the previous £300 price tag. Like, the thought, like, the Xbox Series S is not the best console. It's good if you've got, like, kids and shit like that. And, like, you know, you want to get them something, you want to get them into gaming, into the ecosystem, stuff like that. But, like, it's not the best console. It struggles on a lot of things. The premium Series S, which is just honestly, it is on par with the just the base PS5, has gone up to £670, which is just insane. It previously retailed for £500, which was already significantly more a couple of years in than the PlayStation was. I got my PlayStation just before the RAM shit hit. I managed to get it on sale, I think it was for £250. And just the thought that, like, a default, just normal Xbox console is £675. That hurts my brain, because that's about $1,000 US, just under. It's a rich man's luxury just to play console games now. It's really fucked up. And this is all bound to RAM prices, and like I said, RAM going up in price doesn't just affect RAM. It affects a lot more than that. You know, specifically anything that has fast storage. So SSDs. And SSDs, I mean, SSDs have doubled in price. A 62 gig kit of DDR5, 6000 mega transfer, megahertz, whatever. You're talking like nearly £400 alone for that now. So it's crazy. Also, just look. Obviously, I don't think this shows inflation. Yeah, I don't think it shows it with inflation. But this is what, you know, they retailed for. And my first Xbox console that I had, it came out in 2001, bro. I actually got that recently. My dad, before he died, he used it as a DVD player for 20 years. So I have that. I have an Xbox Crystal. I need to clean it up a bit. But yeah, that retailed in the US for $299. In oh right, I see. Price at launch versus price in 2004. So it shows you the increase a few years after the console existed. You gotta keep in mind inflation plays into this too. Like this isn't just, it isn't just the way it looks as such. Like because $299 then was a lot more, 15 years later or whatever. But yeah. No, I don't think inflation has gone up to that degree. And that is scary because first 3 iterations of Xbox, they went up about $100 by the end of their lifespan. And then these two, like that's just insane. That's so much money. Like double, not literally, but it's going to get to the point it's like double the console. But yeah, hopefully the RAM situation stabilizes at some point. But from what I looked up about it, this is going to be a multiple years long thing. Like this is going to be worse than the GPU thing that happened around COVID, which is fucked. Right. I'm gonna get onto this now. And then after this one, we end with some stuff about GTA again. So we did that at the beginning, but there's some more to it. The Saudi Public Investment Fund, for anyone that doesn't know what that is, the monarch of Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is a monarchy, and quite a actual monarchy, not like the UK's one where it's like symbolic. It is a family. They have a public investment fund that they can use massive amount of wealth to buy private companies and not bring them under Saudi government control, but bring them under Saudi control, if you get what I mean, in order to, in the future, hopefully make the country more prosperous. I don't know if they just do this because they can and they want their country to be rich, or if they're maybe long-term preparing for the run out of oil one day. But yeah, so they have bought EA for $55 billion. That's an unfathomable amount of wealth. You could probably go to the moon for cheaper than that if you really wanted to. But yeah, it's very cool. Very, very cool. That's a lot of billions. It is. And I mean, EA, I mean, as much as they're hated, they are one of the most profitable companies. Like their strategy of, create low, sell high is insane. So yeah, it's no longer shared on the stock exchange either. So that's another thing. Like people will not be buying it. But yeah, that is under Saudi control now, and they do this with like multiple companies. I play on CS a version of it called Face It that is more competitive and uses kernel level anti-cheat and stuff like that. Face It was bought with the same fund, I believe. And it's like, whether people like it or not, and I'm not trying to be like a political commentator, I mean, that country has done an awful lot of fucked up shit. The way I kind of look at it is like, regardless of what they own or don't own, like, all of our countries have done equally bad shit across the world, and it's just like, whoever owns it, owns it. I mean, my concern with Face It is obviously like, well, it's not even a concern. Like, people say with like Tencent's kernel level anti-cheat, or like, Face It having kernel level anti-cheat. Well, what if a government blah, 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 blah wants to get into whatever? Because kernel can access anything if it wants. I have no more concern about the Saudis having anything to do with my computer than I do the British government. I have more concern with the fucking British government or the US. So it's like, it is what it is. I mean, I do like privacy in select areas on the internet. I do get around a lot of the blocks that we have in the UK, stuff like that, because I just don't fuck with it. And I like certain apps to be private browsing sessions, stuff like that. But also at the same time, like, people will look at a country across the world that they don't like, and there are very genuine reasons why they don't like them, but don't really realize that nowhere is a utopia. And like, our countries have done equally bad, if not worse, things around the world, but yet when a company is owned by like someone in the United States, there's not an outcry for it. That's just how I view it anyway. That's just like a me thing though. Obviously, make up your own opinions. I just saw a video on Insta of a guy complaining about his ELO gains and Premiere Mother went from 1.5k ELO to has 0.9 aim rating and trying to defend himself in the comments. Brother. It's wild. How do you get that low? I feel like it's harder to get that low in ELO on Faceit than it is fucking to get 16k. I hope I can play Premiere at some point just to have a number, like, but the cheating problem's too bad for me to give a singular fuck. I was on call with Nara last night playing Faceit with Despair, and at one point, I think they heard me. I just, like, straight fucking headbutted my desk. I lost my shit. I was, like, screaming and shouting, and I just headbutted my desk face first. And I just heard Nara go, what the fuck? I know positions to line up doesn't matter if you can hit someone. He's got to be trolling. He's got to be rage baiting. He has to be. No one is that simple. There's no way. You sending to me? I'll have a look after stream, but he can't be that simple. He can't. There's no way, bro. People surprise me in life, so. What else is there, bro? This is not going to have turned out to be a very long stream. Which is a bit unfortunate. I thought this talking might have taken longer. Start twerking. Start selling my body for subs. Selling my body to subs. Yeah, no, so the last one is just the GTA's physical box. Thank you for the hydrate. I'll do that. On a stretch and a posture check, lucky me. GTA's physical copy is not physical. And I have a couple of opinions about this. Obviously physical media is going away soon in terms of consoles, which I'm not too fond of, but there are some caveats to that. We'll just get on to we'll just address the physical media as a whole first. Physical media is important in some degree, but it has largely become useless for multiple reasons. It's nice to have, it's nice to share with people. I get that. I don't think a lot of people realize that having a physical media copy, the majority of the files are not on the disc. The disc is a license. That's all it is. When you put it into a PlayStation or Xbox, it goes, you have a disc, you have inserted a license. If the store goes down, or if the servers get cut, it's gone. It's dead. It doesn't matter if you have the disc. And that could be resolved if people, if companies wanted to a degree. But even then, the majority of games are too large to fit on a standard disc. It's one thing when Nintendo does it, because most of their games are under 10 gig. It's very easy for them to put the physical media on there and not make it eShop verified, which, by the way, on Switch, it's still eShop verified the majority of the time. Like, with the gaming key cards is. Nintendo, I mean, they have physical media. A lot is about half and half. Some are licenses on a memory card, some are the actual games. I have some Switch 2 games that are, and I have some, by the way, first party Nintendo games that are just, they call them key cards. That's all they are. They are just a license on a card. So physical media, I guess, is like, I don't like that it's not an option, even with the license thing. It's nice to collect things, it's nice to share with people, but in terms of like people feeling like they actually own the game more, they don't, especially on mainline consoles that aren't just Nintendo ones. You might as well have a piece of paper that says you can play this game, and then like signed by Sony. I don't know, because you can't, even if you wanted to preserve the game, say you found a way to rip them off the disc and you're like, I want to preserve these games for one day when this PlayStation doesn't exist or whatever. You couldn't, because half the files aren't even on it. Honestly, the way that we're going to preserve games from PlayStations in the future is when somebody finds like a backdoor entrance into them and can rip them directly off the SSD. But then that just bypasses physical media in general. Hello, Doodle. But yeah, I don't know. I've got mixed thoughts of it. I want it as an option. I just don't think it's as important for mainline consoles as people are tweaking out about. I just wish it was like an option. Because, I mean, if they're saying like digital media is well over 90%, which obviously is not verified in any manner. I guess we don't have the official statistics on that. It doesn't really matter, because if you're already getting 90% of your profit from it, just make the physical discs if it's not that many. You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, Doodle. I mean, like Steam games, when you download them, you don't own them. By the way that the terms of service works, when you die, you're not legally allowed to transfer them to another human being. Because when you buy them, you're not buying them, you're buying a license to play them until your death or account deactivation. I'm pretty fucked. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's just one of those things of like, what you're gonna do. You know? It's tough. It's really tough. Really, really tough. Really tough, bro. Bruh. I can't believe we have only been live for an hour. I feel like I've been sat here for 3. Meow. But yeah, so the GTA 6 physical copy anyway is not coming with anything physical other than the case for it. It comes with a key to get the game, which is so silly. I mean, I don't know, did you get like some collectibles? Why, physical copies of Grand Theft Auto 6 come with a code in the box. Rockstar has priced the standard and ultimate editions well, and that is another thing. Like, GTA have set the new normal for AAA game prices, which is a nightmare. But yeah, nothing physical about it, really, other than the case, which is pretty fucked. Yeah, it's just weird. Like, why would you want a physical copy at that point? And the only way that I see it making, I think that's what they're doing. They're just making it so it doesn't make sense. You should hop on Surf. I will in a minute, because I've barely been streaming for any time. Because I've pretty much like fucking run out of topics. But yeah, if you go in the hideout, I'll join you shortly. I just finished talking about this bit. Yeah, I think that's like the point. They're talking about 90% of their business being digital. And if they're just going to put a code in the box, they can basically just make it 100% digital. Cuts out production costs for them. I don't like it. I hate it. Like I said, I want this shit as an option. And they know what they're doing. Like, when they've already increased the price of games up to, you know, they've made it $80 or whatever it is for GTA 6. Like, why lose $5 creating a disc when you can just put a code in something and go, hee physical, you know? Just makes sense. I don't know, bro. It's a load of shit, really. But yeah, that is all of the topics that I found today to talk about. We probably will. I don't want to like say like guaranteed that I will stick to this being like a weekly thing, but I do know that I like talking about tech. Like that time we talked about the Steam Deck and shit like that. Very, very cool. A lot of fun. But yeah, it's very, I don't know, this is kind of my shit. Like, I like analyzing like certain things, maybe like what companies may be doing versus, you know, what is actually on show, like how it's going to profit, like bring them higher profit margins, shit like that. You know, it's just, it's interesting. And with technology itself, like, I know a decent bit about it. I'm not some like, you know, computer scientist, but I piss around with tech all day. Is every hobby that I have. I love building computers, servers, just finding out how things work and tinker, taking them apart. So it's a lot of fun to kind of go through this stuff. So yeah, maybe not weekly, but we'll definitely do more of these streams like this. But I'm gonna hop on Surf with Nera on stream. I'm not ending stream yet. But I think that's all the tech shit I have to talk about today. Other than, you know, if I start randomly talking to Nera about tech related stuff on Surf. So we'll all go on Surf. I'll get to the point I'm going to punch my monitor because I'm shit at surf, and then yeah, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm gonna take a little BRB though. My house is so humid. I have my dryer on right now, so I'm probably gonna turn on the dehumidifier AC thing. By the way, while I ran out of hair bleach halfway. I have too much hair. Oh no! Oh, you're gonna be streaky, bro. Yeah, I would imagine, like, with how curly your hair is, I would assume, like, imagine your hair wasn't curly and it was just straight, like chemically straight. It'd be down, like, past your feet. So you need a lot of bleach for hair like yours, I would assume. I'm gonna take a little BRB and just try and dehumidify my house and get a bottle of water. I'll be right back, gang. Yellow. We gotta meet up with Nara now. Let's find her.
Shalom Shaggers, Supreme Leader of Jizrael, Benjamin Netanyahu here.
Hello, Master Yukong. How you doing? Alright. You on Cybershock?
Yup.
Yippee, yippee.
I'm already streaming too.
Wow. Bless up.
I'm just trying to get a new personal best on Surf Boreas.
I'm good. How are you? I'm alright. We just spent an hour and 20 minutes talking about technology. Well, not technology, like games. I think. Bye-bye, Doodle. I hope you feel okay. Yeah, you probably do need more bleach for fucking... Dude, if you just left it like that, it'd be like... You'd have, like, streaky hair.
I got streaks in my underwear.
I'm so proud of you.
Thanks. Let it crush.
No problem. Oh. Surf.
Surf.
Where I can't remember the one that. There it is. And then we do this. Yay! Subway surfers.
I'm so dogged.
No, you know. Silence. There we go. You got your subway surfers, guys. Thick. Alright, let's play some surf. Yeah, technology. I'm starting doing a thing on stream where once a week or once every other week we go through a lot of like gaming and technology news.
You really wish
It's
I
very
would
good.
like accidentally break a world record. And that like stuck with me because I don't think you can comprehend how insanely difficult it is.
Not difficult for you. You're the GOAT.
No.
But yeah, we're going through like technology and like gaming news once every 2 weeks. I'm obsessed with tech.
Breaking world records. If you're really good, it's easier to do it on really fucking difficult maps because there's not as many completions. There's not as much competition.
Right.
But on like easier maps, it's insanely difficult because there's fucking hundreds of thousands of people who have played it, and it's been grinded to the point where everyone has to be pixel perfect to even be like anywhere near a record.
Got you.
And when I say anywhere near a record, I mean like half a second is already like a lot. Like very far from the world record. It gets to like milliseconds.
Aye. Fair enough. Dude. And I know you can type a command in to fix it. The amount of times that I like land on something and it doesn't kill me because I guess there's not like the restart clip on it.
You know when you pull up the radio commands to do say the checkpoint and stuff?
Yes.
Just set one in your spawn.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
And that way, when you get stuck on something, you just press 2 and you're back in spawn. And you can do it if you know you're having a bad run and you're not gonna make it.
Mother may have raised an autist, but mother did not raise a quitter. Unless I'm playing Face It last night. Oh my fucking god, I've not been that mad in years. I lost it. I straight headbutted my desk.
I really want to play Face It. I don't want to update my BIOS.
It's one or the other. Unfortunately. Oh fuck. You understand? Whoa. Obviously, it's like it's not no risk.
The mouse stopped working in it. In the BIOS.
You wonder why?
Yeah. Oh, I beat my PB. By
I think
0.09 seconds.
Nice. I think You know the UFEI thing that allows secure boot to work because it's not like the legacy version. I think it has effect on like how the USB controllers in like your motherboard work, especially like during certain like boot styles such as fast boot, not fast boot. And I know with yours it's just not working in general, but
Yeah, but I'm wondering why it happened like all of a sudden, like why it stopped working out of nowhere, kind of.
well, I think it's because you enabled the UFEI. I'm pretty sure that's why. And it changes like the behavior of like power saving features for USBs. So I think when you're turning it on and it's going through like the process of what UFEI does, it's just not providing power to your USBs in that phase. Because when I turned on UFEI, it did the same thing to me, but turning off fast boot in Windows did fix it, whereas it didn't for you, which is probably just down to like how the motherboard firmware works. It was probably very fucking possible that when you do update eventually and you're in UFEI, it will not do that anymore because it's like an updated version of the BIOS where they changed how and when like things regain power. But there is some other settings in Windows, such as so I know you turned off fast boot, but there are USB power saving features that it's possible if we turn them off, it might allow you to have power without clearing your CMOS, because it would be really fucking good if we didn't have to clear your CMOS, honestly, because it's not...
Yeah.
It's just annoying because you're having to take a physical battery out the fucking thing, and it's just like...
Yeah.
The dyspepsy man just loaded up.
Oh god. Fuck.
Too high, too high, too high! Yeah, I just want out of the fucking, like, face at level 4 lobbies.
You will. Just take time.
As long as I'll be fine. Like, even if I get placed, like, 4 or 5, I know it's, I can, especially, like, when I'm playing a bit more and shit, like, I can easily get out of that. It's just, like, my placements being in there is a nightmare because... Like, people have raw aim to a degree. I mean, it's not crazy, but they have raw aim. They have no understanding of, like, how to hold sites and, like, when to push onto site infantry, or, like, the problem that we've been having with a lot of them is we'll get a site, and then the other 3, say, on nuke, will just stand, like, outside or in lobby the entire time and never come onto site. And it's, like, shit like that pisses me the fuck off, honestly.
Yeah. For me, I've always had this, or like I've tried to have this mentality of if I'm playing something and I'm in low elo, I should be able to carry myself out of it, which I think is very much true, to an extent. If you're like a Faceit level 10 player, you will never get stuck in Faceit level 5 because you are able to carry yourself out of it. But yeah.
But I think there is a varying degree to that, because if your skill level is that of a Faceit level 7, carrying yourself out of Faceit level 5 might be significantly harder than if your skill level is Faceit level 10 or like the higher Faceit level 10, because I mean you're carrying 4 and trying to kill 5 basically alone at that point, and it's like, you know, I think if you're only 1 or 2 Faceit levels away from where you currently are, that could be quite difficult, and that's quite irritating. He updated his rank. Ah! I went over the top. Over the top of the habita. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Nyum.
Do you have my Subway Surfers on the stream as well?
I do.
Hell yeah. I just mooned the fuck out of that like a dumb, stupid fuck.
Hmm. Holy speed. Oh! Oh, I kind of fucked that up a bit, but we're still in this bitch. Is this the furthest I've ever gotten on this?
Hell yeah.
I don't know where the fuck I'm going. Ah! But yeah, I like Face It for me as much as I do enjoy it. I couldn't just sit and queue it all day. I'd lose my marbles clearly from last night. Like I like to think the majority of the time I'm a very chill person in games, but like it's that mental switch
For me,
again
I
of
think
like
Face It is gonna be a lot nicer for my mental.
yeah.
Because to me, when I'm gonna go into Face It, I'm going in with the mindset of, I'm gonna be here to improve. I just want to learn.
That's fair enough.
And I generally don't know what Face It ranks are like.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, in Premiere, I'm in Face It level 10 lobbies. But, like, I don't know. I don't know if they deserve to be in Face It level 10.
Yeah. It's tough. I don't know. You know the premium tier where, you know, you only get matched with people of your skill level or whatever. I'm wondering if it's quite easy to still abuse that though, because the premium rank obviously isn't any, like the rank you get in premium isn't any different to the default. And in the default there is no elo restrictions and you can 5-stack. And at that point, like, people can still be boosted very easily into things, or not even just boosted, but they could have like raw aim and then get carried by everything else that the more competent players do, because the ranks carry over between both queues. So I don't know. I don't know how it works fully. Yeah, I mean I'm only just started playing it, but it'd be cool when I get veteran lobbies though. It's either 50 matches or 50 wins. Is that the end?
Impressive.
I did it.
Good shit. What was your time?
It was. Oh my god, 1 minute 1. Oh.
Hey.
Well. It was 1 minute 1. I don't know. I'm also like stuck.
Big leagues.
How do I go?
Also, Rui, on Surfboard, let me actually go look at my time on the leaderboard because I'm not in game right now. Surf leaderboards, and then where's Surfboard? Yes. So, okay. I have a time of 41 seconds. Sorry, 41.9 seconds, right?
Yeah.
Where do you think that would be in the leaderboard out of 358,000 people?
About 30%?
I can't do that much math. My place right now on the leaderboard is 25,930. So that time is me having played that map 43 completions, not just me playing it and like falling on like the last round. It's 43 completions, and I'm still like barely in the top 26,000 people. World records are not easy to get.
No, not to mention not. Are you joining? Let me see if I can find a different map. Surf.
Any maps you would like to try?
I mean, nothing specific. I'm not doing whiteout again.
Kitsune is semi-easy. Like, okay, Kitsune isn't the easiest. I think it might be hard with our sensitivity because there is some like 360s you have to do. You said no whiteout, right?
Yeah, that bit really tilted me the other day.
Fair, fair.
I mean, I'll do Kitsune. Try that. There's one with 27 ping for
Alright.
me. I'll try that.
How many people are in it?
Like 3.
Yeah, I'll join that one. I don't know why I joined that one. It doesn't matter. I'm streaming the game for you in a little bit. I'll pull up my stream again for you.
Thanks.
My game did kind of crash a little. Oh, yeah, on this map, when you get through a stage, you can B-hop into the next one with the little door. So you don't actually have to lose all your speed. You go to the next stage. This is the map I was teaching Kraker on at one point.
How'd that go?
Yeah. It went.
It's a very, like, someone that doesn't really understand the movement and stuff, it is quite a difficult thing. Like, I don't know much about the movement and it still, like, blags my head a lot of the time. Oh, how'd that work? Oh, do I have to go, like, up and then...
I mooned so hard! This map I only struggle with the last stage. Which is a little embarrassing with how much time I have put into surf.
I wonder how many hours in total you have.
Time, I think. I'm not sure. A new PB on this map. I can check my surf time, I think. Okay, on Cybershock on surf I have 34 hours.
Right.
And then on CS Source I have 38. So I'd assume that's like around 34 hours as well of surf. So around 70?
Right. Yeah. Come on.
It actually feels a lot less than I thought it was.
I almost get it. I was trying to go too close to the bottom fucking thing. Hello, Cracker. Oh! Please. How's surf going? I'm not punching shit yet, so pretty good. There we go. Woo! Actually, this one's quite good for learning, like, fine movement without it being too crazy so far.
I just hit a wall,
I'm gonna break my monitor, I swear.
I'm gonna break you.
Fuck. Fuck.
Goopy pop pie.
My nose goopy. I hate those. I hate those. I should just... I've got family on my fucking Instagram. I should just repost one of those goopy pot pie videos per day. Or like, put them on my story.
Send it straight to them. Pull up your stream so I can see what stage you're on usually and stuff.
Like purpley blue? Yeah, no, mouse spaces.
I mean, you can see the stage at the bottom of your screen.
Well, that helps too. Hey, man. Hello, Despair.
Meowdy.
Let's see if I can help you. Stage 6. Alright. Watching you are, yes?
Whoa! I did it! I went too high though, but yeah, I got through.
Wow. This map is very dark. I can't appreciate my knife.
I can't appreciate my Starcade if it would allow me to have a gun. I want to do a craft with the Starcade. I want to ruin it. It's so pretty. It's sparkle. Alright.
You can equip a deagle. Just do exclamation mark deagle. You can actually equip guns here.
Oh, I need to go choose team. Bada and same thing. Is it illegal? Oh, that looks so fucked in this lighting. What the fuck? It's got like X-ray lines on it. Interesting.
Wait, did you oh, you reset the map. You can do exclamation mark S and then 6 to get to the stage you were on.
Okay. Let's see how far I can go in one run. And then I'll do it. Yeah, okay. I didn't last time. I think I did it. Exclamation mark 6. It's not moving me.
Exclamation mark S and then 6. There's space in there.
Oh, I see. No?
You're doing exclamation mark S space 6.
No, I was not doing that. Hi.
Yeah. There you go.
Thanks. Fuck that up. God, the mouse space on that, bro.
Wait until you get to the last stage.
Yippee.
That's reassuring.
I mean, the last stage is that bad. Oh.
Yeah. Literally.
Widowy. Goopy pop pie. Or
Fuss.
I'll send you some. Nara sends me these videos of this, like, it looks like a fucking Reddit mod. And it's like the most like zoomed in face tracking bullshit, and it's meant to be like a POV of him fucking someone, calling them like his goopy little pot pie princess and shit. It's so vile.
Fun.
It's beautiful. That's what I jerk off to, bro.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Sometimes you just gotta.
Okay. Let's see how this is.
Ay, kurwa, iди nahoj, blid, yobani.
Same, exactly, Kraker.
Bro, I don't like how this map, when you like die or go into like the next stage, you keep moving.
That's good. Just be
No,
hot.
I don't like
Hold
it.
space
because...
and you can go too fast.
No, I just don't like it because I just keep like going into the next one and I don't know what the next fucking level is, so I'm just instantly getting sent off the edge.
Okay, so then land on the platform without b-hopping and you don't go straight through.
I'm not. I haven't been b-hopping. It's just like every time you like go to the next stage, you just instantly get.
But I mean, like, you
pushed
land
forward.
on the platform. Don't like go through the door.
Oh, you mean like don't go through? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Goopy.
Okay, I bumped on a ramp and I didn't get any lift.
Goopy pop bossy. Wee. Why am I listening to fucking Girl in Red while surfing, bro? Help.
Lesbian. Imagine being a lesbian.
Oh,
Could
I think
be
I see
me.
what Nero was talking about with the last stage.
Yeah, the black and white one.
Kraker is farting. What happened to
Oh,
the
no, I
Discord?
see exactly what you're talking about. I went through a hole and it was instantly like, okay, it's been like 17 times.
Yeah, it's a vibe. It's just not really like. I need music that makes me feel like I'm going into the worst situation in my life, like this. Also, hi Shelby. I give you a VIP badge in the thing. That's why you have a diamond next to your name now.
I mean, the little like rainbow part wasn't too hard. You just spin around.
How you doing,
it.
Shelp?
It's just going.
I
through
mean, like the last part where you
fucking
go
hole.
through the hole and having to land
Yeah.
on the next ramp. Well,
Yeah,
Yeah, you see, I don't know if I want to do that.
migraine. Is it
No, it's
actually?
fine.
Is it actually like
farmers when their grain gets stolen.
the symptom? Is it actually like the symptoms of migraine? Like, is it that like localized one side behind eye,
Why does that make
really,
you laugh
really,
so
really
much?
painful?
So dumb.
I would like to this fucking stage, man. This place is a fucking prison, man.
Dude,
Oh, you're on the
stop.
last one?
Is it the white one? Yes.
Yeah.
It said stage 9.
Stage 9 autism.
Type shit.
Stage 9 cancer. Just Deadpool.
Ah! I'm not gonna be able to redo that. Oh, that sounds awful, Shelby.
I believe in
I
you.
can make it to the hole.
In
it's just
in my
like,
opinion,
around the hole.
ibuprofen is better than what the fuck do you guys call it? Tylenol, but both help. But mainly the ibuprofen. If you take ibuprofen, have a little bit of food with it, and make sure that you're
If I don't fuck up here, I
consistently
could get a decent
drinking
time, I think.
water. And I know you have a child, but where you can, have your eyes closed and have the lights in the
too
house
fast
as
and I
dim as
couldn't
that
go
you
into the
can get
hole.
them. And if you need a little
I
bit
went
of
too fast as well.
like sensory relief from it, put a cold flannel or whatever you call it, like a cold towel on your head, and it'll help a lot. But the main thing is like water and not too much light. You really need a lot of water. I think I'm gonna be able to redo what I fucking did a minute ago.
Hee
Yeah.
I'm gonna do Surf Aquaflow. I wanna be able to like beat that map.
Who flowed that aqua?
Yeah, I should be going too fast on the last
There you
part.
go, Shelby.
Like, I gotta go too fast and I just can't get into the hole because I just speed past it. I feel like I need to kill off some speed a little bit.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I'm round. I went through 5 different emotions in the space of a second, though.
There we go. I bumped my head a little bit to stop my speed because I was at like fucking 2800.
Big brain.
Me not want to go that fast on the last part. The last fart.
The Nara fought. I don't have fucking mouse space for half of this. Fucking goopy pop. Bye.
That's why CS source is
We don't
nice
want to
because
play
of
this no more.
turn binds.
Good God. I'm just turning my fucking sense up temporarily. I just don't have the space for that. Let me move my keyboard over a bit more.
Too high, too high, too high, too high. Holy moly.
ODs.
Oh, I almost did it, but I didn't because I'm a failure.
Fuck's sake.
I'm
Ah!
feeling like an oopy goopy pot pie right now.
So happy for you.
Thanks.
Nyum. Dun, dun. Fuck's sake. Talking shitty with the guys that didn't take me.
Yeah.
Tunes. Tunes. Now this is surf music. Fuck. Wish it. Whoa! Holy fucking hoppity bee.
I'm also listening to surf music. I'm listening to Plague Bearer by Infant Annihilator.
What the fuck did you send me when I went to bed? By the way, I like just
I
looked
don't
at
know.
the
I
title
saw
of
it
it
on
and
my
I was like, what?
Spotify. I saw it on my Spotify feed thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great song.
Uh-huh.
What the fuck was it called again? Yeah, Fuck the Clankers by Shit-Infested Roach Human Carcass.
What?
We should listen to I Hate the Beatles on stream at some point. That shit's wild. Daniel. Perchance.
Damn, Daniel. I got it again.
Fuck. Take a pretender. Run away. Alex Turner is my sleep paralysis demon. That's the worst one you could possibly have. I'd rather have a demonic premonition. I bet you look good on the dance floor. On an exceptionally rainy Tuesday night. At the right place and time.
Yes.
Big word for Elmo. Yeah. Bluey
I
Sim.
fumble! Kurwa, di nahublit.
Yeah, who the fuck is that, Kraker?
Kurwa ya bonai.
You're just name dropping at this point because you're so famous. Search him. No. I'm doing not even mediocre at surf right
Native
now.
porn star.
Native porn star. I don't know where I am. Oh god, I just can't. I can't. I'm doing the thing where I just brute force it. Slow down, Orui. Slow it down. Slow down.
Use checkpoints.
Hmm.
Fucking doodle ass dumb bitch.
I'm back where I started. It is. It's Dead Poets Society. You too. They're amazing. I would like to go see them in February. Oh,
You would.
fuck, dude. I got down, I got on the other ramp and then fucked it up. Pulling me under. Nightmare, 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 nightmare. Yeah.
Meow, meow, meow.
I was doing so good and then this. I hate it because like I can't. I really struggle to like figure out where I'm going downwards, sort of. Don't mess up. Thanks. Problem solved. Just you watch.
And just beat it, forehead.
Just go down. Okay. Whee! Into the void. Me.
Something takes up part of me. Hit song by Porn. Freak on a Leash.
About fluffies.
Yep.
Mhm.
About me.
You didn't know.
I'm bouncing on it. I'm bouncing on it. And by it, let's just say, for peanuts. I'm going to fuck Blender.
Godspeed, Spider-Woman. Fuck's sake.
I'm doing good on surf today.
Please. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck!
I'm not a surfer today. What the fuck?
Thinking under. Meow.
You know what I would suggest?
Mm.
Do all the other stages again.
Okay.
Just do mental reset.
You're right. That's a good idea. Over and over. Nailed it. Okay, there we go. I has left all weekend. Why'd I do it that way?
I wish I was like good at like tech surf. That shit is so cool to me.
What does that mean? Is that like the really like fucky angles and shit on some of the maps?
Just like really fast stuff. Like
Right.
not speed wise, but like really fast turns and shit like that. Because there's okay, there's a few different types of surf. There's unit surf where the whole point is to be as smooth as possible and like keeping as much speed. Then there's like tech surf, which is I can show you a video of like one of the hardest tech surf maps ever,
Yeah.
which honestly is barely even considered surf. It's called Surf Blackheart. It's fucking insane.
Whoop. Yeah, it's like the 360 turns that I'm really struggling with more than anything else right now. Like
Ready for this shit, Rui?
Hold up.
This is, I think, the hardest tech surf map in the game.
Let me just get it on stream quickly.
It is insanely difficult.
Okay, I'm watching. Oh my god. What the fuck? A human can't do that, right? Is it all with turbine? Like, is a lot of it with turbines?
I think a big part of it is, yeah. I'm not sure. Okay, that's it. That was the map.
People are superhuman.
Yeah. I don't know how many people have done it normally. Very few, obviously, but a lot of people did it slowed down a little bit,
Right.
and even then it was hard.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Hmm. Interesting. Take that off for a minute. I want to be able to do this. Wait, I need my music. My photocall. I fuck with this song. Brr. I just can't turn quick enough. Doing something wrong there. I lose forward momentum. Yeah, Shab, I'll show you a live version of it. Oh no, you're talking to Greg again, never mind.
Wait.
So,
When are you gonna make a CS source server for surf just for all of us?
I mean, I could.
And then we can do whatever maps we want. That would be
That's true.
sick, Loki.
I could. I just if I did it out the same computer as the Minecraft one, I just don't know. I don't know how hard it is for. I wouldn't imagine it's hard for a computer to run. I don't know. I'll look into it.
Source, yeah. I don't know. I don't think that would require too much.
No.
Also, usually they are on 100 tick. I don't know how much harder that will be.
It should be fine.
But that would probably take a lot because you would have to mess with a lot of the settings as well.
Yeah,
Or the,
I'd definitely be
actual
interested in
gameplay.
doing. I mean, it's fun. I'd build a mini PC to put it on, but I just don't know. I do have no. I do still have some computer parts left.
Oh god, what the fuck have I done? Oh no. Oh god. That would be sick though.
I lost every bit of speed doing that.
I wonder if there are more servers for CS source surfing than so.
I'm going to end stream for now, I think.
Yeah.
This person that I follow is playing Counter-Strike. Go show them some love. Yippee!
Fuck plays Counter-Strike.
I don't know. I don't think you could call what I do in it playing half the time. Well, I'm changing through scenes rapidly. There we go. Alright, go show them some love. Thank you for coming and chilling and listening to me autistically talk about tech. I was going to stream for a bit longer, but yeah. Go show them some love. I followed them a little while ago. They play CS. They're a lot of fun. I hope you guys all have a good night and goodbye.